We are here today at Wanderlust Tremblant for the 2017 Yoga Festival, and I have the pleasure to meet Elena Brower, who's a well-known yoga teacher based in New York City, also an executive producer who did a series called On Meditation. It's a series of documentary exploring meditation through the practices of different people.
Yes.
I even saw that you interviewed David Lynch. That must have been really fun.
It was a great one.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
And you are also the author of the book Art of Attention, a guide to... Yes, exactly. Yeah. It's a guide to bring movement-based meditation into our yoga life in yoga practice. Can you give us some examples of movement-based, meditations in movement that we can do in our life?
I think everything is a movement that is a meditation in yoga. And with one of my main teachers, Yoga Rupa Rod Stryker, almost every movement becomes a meditation. We count the breaths, we count the length of the breath, and we find that almost lulls us into a deeper state of attention, of awareness. And that I consider to be meditation of a sort.
So you mean any movement in our day-to-day life?
Can become a meditation.
So even doing dishes?
Even right now.
Right.
Even right now.
So breathing and just being in the moment.
Yes.
Okay.
It changes the flavor of everything. It makes everything a little easier and a little brighter and a little longer.
And in a few weeks, your second book is coming out.
Yes.
And it's called Practice You, a Journal.
Yes.
Can you tell us more about it?
I will, but you have to tell me how we're going to say that en français. Practice you.
Practice You.
How will we say that? It will be translated. I just don't know what the title will be.
Oh, I'll have to think about
I know.
that.
I thought this morning. I woke
Yeah.
up thinking, what's that going to be titled? En
So
français.
tell me, what is it about? Maybe I'll tell you
Okay,
then
perfect.
how you can tell it.
It's
in
a
French.
journal. It's full of very potent prompts to bring you into yourself a little more deeply, and then to make of a kind of map for yourself, so that when you are at your lowest, you'll remember how to come out of it. When you're at your highest, you'll remember how to sustain it. It's a map that you create of your own design with prompts from me. Every page is a watercolor painting of some kind. Every page has some kind of a prompt or some kind of a leading question. And I did all the painting and all the writing. Yeah, it's one of my favorite projects, and it was very much born of my mother's passing. She died a year and a half ago. And last summer, very few months after she died, I began working on it. I began painting every single morning in my house. And she loved and loves that I'm working and painting like that. And so it's really for her.
And so it's to accompany us in our meditation, our yoga practice,
Everything. And mostly, we have enough resources for yoga and meditation now. I think what we all need is more resources for how to cope with our lives, how to be nice to our children, how to be patient when they're not, how to be great with our partners, how to be loving with our friends, how to be present when we're getting criticized. I think those are the resources that we need, and that's what I intend for this book.
So how to be in yoga every day, every single second.
Fair enough. Sure.
And finally, what would be your recommendations to someone who just is starting to practice yoga?
I would recommend that you take as many classes with as many different teachers as you can. And until you find one that makes you feel comfortable in your own skin, profoundly comfortable in your own skin, keep looking. Don't settle for anything less than being profoundly comfortable in your own skin as a result of a teacher. Now, it doesn't mean that your whole experience is going to be like that. Sometimes that teacher, if it's your teacher, will provoke you and prod you. Stop doing that habit that isn't serving you. Start doing this one that is. I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, this person should help you be better. And if you have that, then you have your teacher.
Well, thank you so much, and I really hope you will enjoy this festival.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.